Arundel Economic Development Corporation is the business engagement arm for Arundel County. And as you can imagine, over the last 2 weeks, we've had a number of businesses contact us for assistance. So I just want to take a few moments today to let you know of the many resources available to help you, to help our entrepreneurs and our small businesses that have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, and to let them know of the updates and the resources that are available to you. As the county executive said at the top of the town hall, there is some good news. Yesterday, lawmakers on Capitol Hill, as well as the president with the stroke of his pen, approved a more than $2 trillion stimulus package called the CARES Act. And I just want to briefly highlight 3 important aspects of the CARES Act. As you can imagine, our team is poring over the more than 800 pages of this legislation to make sure that we extract all the benefits and understand all the benefits for our businesses. But 3 of the big highlights are as follows. The Payment Protection Program, which I call the PPP, is a program that would provide cash flow assistance through 100% federally guaranteed loans to employers who maintain their payroll during this emergency. So that means if you maintain your payroll, your loans would be forgiven, which would help workers be employed, obviously, and it would help effective small businesses in our economy snap back quicker after the crisis. PPP has a host of attractive features, such as forgiveness of up to 8 weeks of payroll based on employee retention and salary levels, no SBA fees, and at least 6 months of deferral with maximum deferrals of up to a year. Another aspect of the CARES Act is the Small Business Debt Relief Program. This program will provide immediate relief to small businesses with non-disaster SBA loans, in particular 7A, 504, and microloans. Under this program, SBA will cover all loan payments on these loans, including principal, interest, and fees, for 6 months. This relief will also be available to new borrowers who take out loans within 6 months of the president signing the bill into law, which was yesterday. And then there is the economic injury grants and economic injury disaster loans. These grants provide an emergency advance of up to $10,000 to small businesses and nonprofits, private nonprofits harmed by COVID-19 within 3 days of applying for an SBA economic injury disaster loan. Now, what is really great about the CARES Act is that it fills in a lot of gaps that we have talked about, that we've heard from our business community. So it does provide relief for self-employed, government contractors, nonprofits, and it extends assistance to things such as payroll loans and grants. I want to talk to you now about the state programs that are available through the Maryland Department of Commerce. They are a very important partner to Arundel Economic Development Corporation, and we have tried our best to promote these state programs, which Governor Hogan announced last week. The state programs are for Maryland-based businesses with under 50 full-time and part-time employees or a Maryland manufacturer. The first one is the Maryland Small Business COVID-19 Emergency Relief Loan Fund. It's a $75 million loan fund for for-profit businesses only. It offers no interest and principal payments due for the first 12 months. It then converts to a 36-month term loan of principal payments with an interest rate of 2%. Then there is the Small Business COVID-19 Emergency Relief Grant Fund. This $50 million grant fund for businesses and nonprofits offers grant amounts of up to $10,000, not to exceed 3 months, of demonstrated cash operating expenses for the first quarter of 2020. The third is the COVID-19 Layoff Aversion Fund. This will support businesses undergoing economic stresses due to the pandemic by preventing or minimizing the duration of unemployment resulting from layoffs. So the award, which would be up to $50,000 per applicant, would be a quick, deployable benefit and customizable to your specific needs. And then if you are a manufacturing business, please take note that there is the COVID-19 Emergency Relief Manufacturing Fund. It's a $5 million incentive that helps Maryland manufacturers produce personal protective equipment that is urgently needed by our hospitals and healthcare workers. Now, there are other state updates that are important to businesses as well. For those of you who are worried about your tax filings, take note, the Comptroller's Office has extended the filing and payment deadlines for personal and corporate income taxes until July 15th, and most business tax payments until June 1st. Also, if you are an LLC that typically files your annual reports on April 15th, the Maryland State Department of Assessments and Taxation has extended that deadline as well to July 15th. The Maryland Department of Labor and our Arundel Workforce Development Corporation are great partners if you are a business that is dealing with workforce issues. The Division of Unemployment Insurance at the Maryland Department of Labor has seen a lot of traffic, obviously, but as the county executive mentioned, please be persistent and please be patient and continue trying to reach their call centers for your questions related to your workforce and as well as unemployment insurance information for your employees. The Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, a great partner of ours, is also going to try to help to let the community know of job opportunities. So if your business is looking to hire permanent or temporary positions, AAWDC can get the word out about these opportunities. So please do check out our partners at their website at www.aawdc.org. And a few other resources that you should know about as businesses. The Maryland Healthcare Connection has extended their enrollment. So in response to this crisis and to prioritize the health and safety of Marylanders, a special open enrollment period has been opened for uninsured Marylanders. Also, as many residents in Anne Arundel County and throughout Maryland are working remotely, cybersecurity may become an issue as bad actors try to infiltrate our computer networks. So the Cyber Association of Maryland has established a cybersecurity breach incident hotline for businesses or individuals that fall victim to a breach or need guidance. And lastly, I want to reiterate that AAEDC, through two very important partnerships, provide no-cost counseling to businesses. The first one is the Maryland Small Business Development Center. And this organization is committed to providing sound advice, consulting, and supporting our entrepreneurs and our small businesses. In fact, on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, between 1 and 2 p.m., they will be hosting a webinar on all the provisions of the CARES Act, and that information will be on AAEDC's website. Another free counseling service is SCORE, which stands for Service Corps of Retired Executives. They are retired managers and executives and business owners that can really mentor business owners through this time and give them some helpful guidance, particularly with the SBA programs that have come online in the last few weeks. Now, this is a lot of information, we understand, but please, if you're a business owner, feel free to make Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation your first stop for guidance. Our website is arundelbiz.org. Check out our newsroom with the latest updates on all these loan programs and additional resources. But if you can't find what you're looking for, or if you have an additional question, please fill out one of the numbers of contact us boxes throughout our website and shoot us your question, and we will respond as soon as possible. And once again, that website address is arundelbiz.org. And we look forward to serving you and assisting you. Thanks.